Asia, which is quite mixed right now. A few of the markets have slipped in the past few minutes, but you have some which are holding up well.
The daily upper limit for the Nifty is at 18,521. So these are near-term resistance levels to watch out for.
My question to SEBI would be, what is so broken in the way the current system works?
Revenues have declined 1%, but they've come in higher than the poll.
Dazzled the market, and there goes the bell. So let's kick it off then, about 40 to 45 points up. That's what we're getting at the open.
The fact is that segments of, as the results have shown, segments of our economy are doing well.
I believe we should be growing in the range of 12 to 13%.
Headline numbers, revenues up 17.5%, but the EBITDA has barely moved, and as a result of which the margins have come off by nearly 300 basis points.
Most of the incremental rate hikes which the banking system had to take on the loan side has practically gone through.
We're at 18,400. It's a good opening, currently up close to about 0.5%. But I think the level to track will be that 18,450 level.
Anyone who possesses a 2,000 rupee note can either exchange or deposit that note in any of the bank branch.
Today, for the markets, we continue to trade higher, 18,400 on the Nifty currently.
Hello and welcome to Closing Bell. That was the day so far. We're coming to you live from the CNBC TV 18 Motilal Oswal studio. I'm Reema Tendulkar. With me is the pretty lady in pink, Surbhi Upadhyay, and we've got Nigel D'Souza in the newsroom. Good afternoon, Nigel. Very, very quiet, right? I remember that we began, mid-cap radar, we began trading our HTR by saying the Nifty is hovering around 18,400, and that's exactly where it is, even right now. So we had that initial gap up opening, we built on it. The Nifty opened up 45 points, but again, in the first 15 minutes itself, we scaled up to levels of about 18,400, and after that, it's been an absolutely flat point, just up 20 points from that level and down 20 points from that level. So very, very steady. But the up move has been pretty good. On Friday, if you remember, the Nifty had gone down to levels of 18,650 towards 18,060. Towards the end of last week, we had that correction in the markets. On Friday, we went down to levels of 18,060, and then we had that recovery take place. On Friday, towards the end of trade, on Monday and even today. So in a span of about 2.5 trading sessions, the Nifty has gained close to about 340 points. Banks are holding firm. The Nifty Bank is currently up nearly about 200 odd points. Today is the FinNifty expiry. But top honors go to the Adani Group stocks. What a rally in individual names. Adani Enterprises today is up close to about, 12-13%. Yesterday was up 20%. So in a span of 2 days, Adani Enterprises is up 38%. Adani Ports has seen a rally of close to about 9%. And just a quick update, even as our markets are holding steady and firm, Europe is on the back foot. The CAC is down close to about, 0.7%. The DAX too in the red.
Oh, absolutely, Reema. I was, in fact, looking at those markets right now. This whole debt ceiling impasse, that's not really helping matters. These are the rates coming in from European indices. A lot of the Asian markets have had a pretty bleak session, whether you're looking at China, Japan, Hong Kong. A lot of these markets have lost between 0.5% to 1.5%. So given that context, maybe a performance is not too bad. Pull up the US 10-year yield and even the US 2-year. Yields are slightly inching higher. Till now, the market has absolutely ignored whatever's happening on the debt ceiling. It's just a lot of rhetoric and brinksmanship that's been going on. But now it seems that there's some hint of caution, at least in the bond market. And equity markets are also approaching things, in a slightly more sanguine fashion. So let's see how this plays out. But for us, as Reema mentioned, it is the Adani rally that's been absolutely breathtaking. The stocks are flying between 5%, 10%, and even more on the likes of an Adani Enterprises. So that's definitely something to talk about. The index, that's the entire Adani pack coming up for you. At the index level, you'll argue that from an index trader's perspective, this day hasn't done much because you've not made money. You had that gap up at the start and it's been look at that chart on the Nifty. There is no movement. So how do traders make money when a chart is as rock steady as that? For a positional person, it's not a problem. But for those who are looking at, trades in the day, it's perhaps been a little difficult. Having said that, individual stocks, now that is where all the action is. And the mid-cap index is going to tell us that. Pull up the mid-cap index, which has actually done very well today. Again, outperforming the Nifty. So that trend that we had just about 4 or 5 sessions ago where mid-caps were the real toast of town, That's come back 0.7% higher on the mid-cap index. And I will just leave you with some names, whether you're looking at a Route Mobile. Route Mobile was a great number, and we've seen a lot of incremental follow-through buying come in. Delta Corp is up and about today. You have some of the financials like RBL Bank and a couple of others as well that are doing pretty well. MCX numbers went down well with the market. So you were seeing incremental buying. Even on the large cap screen, actually, Divi's, a lot of incremental follow-through buying coming in, where the market has been convinced with numbers. But Nigel, I guess, tough day purely for the Nifty trader. There's not been much elbow room to move around there.
Well, if you're looking for entertainment, then you'll get it in the last 55 minutes. I'll tell you why. The Nifty Financial Services Index, that's the one that's unable to get past the 19,500 odd mark. I recall a couple of expiries ago. That's on a Tuesday itself. We were talking about the Nifty Financial Services Index having resistance at around 19,550, 19,600. Two Tuesdays down the line, we're still at that mark itself. So that's telling you that the Nifty Financial Services Index, that's facing some resistance at around 19,500. If we can get past that mark, then we're looking for a bit of an up move. But otherwise, at higher levels, what is clear on the Nifty is we are seeing some bit of selling pressure. So the Nifty, in fact, is now nearly what we saw. 85 points high is nearly what we saw in the first hour of trade itself. So let's see how this goes. The Nifty Bank, for the second day running, is underperforming, and the Nifty Financial Services as well. Something tells you that the Nifty Bank and the Nifty Financial Services Index, they are bracing for a 3 to 4% move, either which direction. So the bulls will be hoping it's in the positive trade. Surabhi?
Okay, let's find out how you should position